Hey guys, what's up? BobwontRolle here, and it's going to be the start of my new modding tutorials. So first you're going to locate your folder where you keep your MCP, mine's called tutorial, on my desktop. So you want to open that up. Now assuming you're using Eclipse, you're just going to open up the Eclipse and press open. If not, you're going to go to src, Minecraft, net, Minecraft, src, and edit all these files and add files over here. But I'm using Eclipse just because I like it. I recommend that you use it just because it's so much better than anything else. So you open that up, and in this tutorial I'm going to teach you guys how to make a simple block. So I am going to describe every single piece of code and tell you what everything does. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong in the description, in the comments and stuff. I'll have all that source code in the description though. So once you're there, in Eclipse obviously, you can open up client, src, net.minecraft.src. So src stands for source code, okay? So this is where all of our Java files are. So first you're going to look for base mod. So I have base mod. That means if you have installed ModLoader or not. If you haven't, then reinstall ModLoader, copy your, you just follow the tutorials and decompile. Alright, so now we're going to add a new file. So we're going to add a class, okay? So it's going to be mod underscore. Make sure you spell mod exactly like this, because when you spell mod like this, then ModLoader will recognize that this is a mod that it has to load. So we're going to call it tutorial, okay? And you want to keep it as public, just, let it all be. And you're just going to press finish. And it'll do all the other stuff, Alright, now assuming that you are in Eclipse, it'll generate all this for you. So package net.minecraft.src means that is where it is going to load all the other stuff. So say I type in base mod, it will load the base mod from this place. At least that's what I think it means. Public class mod tutorial means that's the name, it's public, and it is basically a class file. It's a class file and it's public. I don't really know how to explain public, but yeah. So the first thing we're going to do is after this first semicolon, we're going to double tap twice just to make it look good. And we're going to add import java.util.random. Okay, and colon. So this is going to import just some stuff that you're going to need. So all this importing, say you're going to use map rendering, then you would import the map. So basically this is going to import Java, basically. You don't really have to worry about this, but you need this for every single mod that you make. Okay, now after mod tutorial, you're going to type in extend base mod. Oh, extends base mod. So this will basically tell that mod tutorial will have every... Okay, ignore the errors you get at first. But this will basically say that mod tutorial will have all the same properties of as base mod. So if we open up base mod, basically it's just Minecraft with add renderers, all the stuff that you can add. So you just have to make it extend base mod, otherwise ModLoader will not recognize it at all. Okay, let's save that for now. So inside of these colons, inside of the brackets, we're going to add a public static. So public means that, it's public. Static means that it will never change. And we're going to call it, and it's going to be a block. That's why we have the block, okay? Now this is where you're going to name your block. For now, we're going to call it T block for tutorial block. So that's basically going to be the name of your block. All right, so your T block is going to create a new T block. I don't know why it does this. And then we're going to have 255, 0. Okay. So here, what we just defined is that it is a public. It will never change. It's a block. It will be, our name is T block. It will create a new T block, and 255 will be our item ID. If you don't know what an item ID, you probably should not be modding right now. And 0 is the texture that it will take. For now, we're going to have 0 because we're going to use a custom texture. Okay. So now we're going to go enter, enter. All right, and we're going to go, no, we don't go enter. So now we're going to go set hardness So this is how hard it's going to be. So how hard, so stone and dirt, they have different hardnesses. Dirt obviously has less of a hardness than stone. It's basically how long it takes for you to mine it. So for now, we're just going to put it at 1F. F basically just means, like, I don't actually know what F means, but like 1F, 2F, 3F. The higher the F, the more, like, hard it's going to be. And then we're going to put set resistance, okay? And set resistance basically means that when, like, an explosion happens, that is what is going to happen. Resist, don't even spell that right. Resistance, yeah. And that, again, we're just going to put as 1F. That doesn't really matter. You just need some of these things, all right? And we're going to do set block name. This will be the in-game name. We're going to go open quotes. We'll just name it T-block. All right, let's look at these errors. Okay, so you're going to get these errors that it can't find the class T-block, but that's because we haven't created it yet. Okay, so you can ignore those also. So basically, let's go over the code. It's going to be a public. It's going to be never changing. It's going to be a block named T-block. The ID will be 255. The texture will be from 0. The hardness will be 1. The resistance will be 1. And the block name will be T-block. So if you want to change the texture and not use a custom texture, which actually I think we're going to do now, just because I don't want to make a whole texture, you're going to go to tutorial, or whatever your thing is, whatever you want to call it, temp, bin, Minecraft, terrain. Okay. So we'll open this up and zoom in. All right. So basically, this is going to be 1. This will be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So we're going to give our block the texture of gold. So 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. Our block is going to be block number 32. I calculated. Just whatever, you just got to count. It'll be 32. Okay, so back over here, we're going to name this one 32, and it will appear as gold ore. Okay. Now, I hope you guys understand what that means. This is probably going to be long. Okay. So now, within all that, we're going to go public mod underscore tutorial. Open, close. Okay. Now, within that, we're going to add these brackets. You know what? Just to make it look neater, we're going to add the brackets over here. So, brackets over here. All right. Now, this is where we're going to add the recipe. Okay. So, the recipe, this is what we're going to do. So, I'm going to explain this in like a later tutorial. I'm just going to add it all in, you know. I'm just going to type it all in. So tell me what you guys think about this tutorial, you know. Like if you think I should continue it, like how I'm explaining every single thing and stuff, you know. Block dot not T-block, T-block, come on. All right, almost there. God, so tedious. A new object. All right, almost there. I'll explain this really really fast. Let's do block.dirt. Give me a minute. Oh, shucks. Gosh darn it. I'll explain this like in a second. Hold up. Sometimes you gotta hate coding. Just kidding, I love coding. I know what I would do without it. Okay, block dirt. Close, 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 and Close. Oh. Alright. There we go. Alright, so I just typed this real quick. It's not going to be needed for this tutorial. I'm going to make a whole nother tutorial on it. So basically, this is just saying ModLoader. So it's referencing ModLoader. Within ModLoader, it's going to find the add recipe. It's going to create a new item stack of mod tutorial. Now it's going to reference mod tutorial of my T block. It will create one. And it will create one when there are one block of dirt. That's it. It's really simple. I'm not going to fully go in depth with it right now. That's all I'm going to do. Alright, now another one. We're going to go public void load. Okay, and data. Alright. What else? Why am I getting these errors now? Oh, okay. So within here, alright, public void load. So this is what it is going to load. So this is what your mod will be loaded. I don't know really how to explain it. So we're going to add the name to the game, which is obviously what we're going to do. So we're going to go ModLoader. So it's going to reference ModLoader now. It's going to reference the add name. Okay. The object is going to be tBlock. Okay. And this is going to be tBlock. So I don't know if it matters, but just make sure that this block is the same as this, like these words in this one. I don't know if it matters, it might matter. And then semicolon. Oh, wait. Semicolon. And no errors. Alright. So basically that's just going to add the name to like the in-game name, I believe. Alright, then we're going to go ModLoader, so it's going to reference ModLoader again. Register block, which is pretty straightforward. Register block. And then we're going to open it, tBlock. So that's kind of straightforward what it does. It basically tells the game that there is a block called tBlock. And then I'll come up here, find all the IDs, etc. And there's just one more thing to add now. So if you are using Eclipse, you can just click right here and add unimplemented methods. And it will basically add this get string. So this get string will basically tell, it's not really, it's needed, but there's no point really. It will tell Minecraft like your version and everything. So basically you will to return here if you actually want to say something. And you would just type in like version 1.0. That's it really, like nothing else. Alright, so we're done with our mod underscore. This arrow for now doesn't matter because it'll go away as soon as we create the other class. Okay, so let's go over the code one more time. So basically we are public class. Okay, it's a class, which is like a .class file. It is called mod tutorial and it will have all the properties of base mod. We're creating a static block called tBlock, which will have the item ID of 255 and the texture of 32. The hardness will be 1, resistance will be 1, and the block name will be called tBlock. Alright, now, public mod tutorial. So like, this is where we edit the mod tutorial. So this is just adding the recipe. I'm not going to go over that because that's for a different tutorial. Alright, now public void load. This is going to be what it loads. It is, again, public, okay? It's going to reference ModLoader, going to reference the add name, add the name of tBlock to the in-game name will be called tBlock. Reference ModLoader again, it will register the block, and it is called tBlock. This is a public string, so strings get information. See, they they like get letters and stuff. So it will get the version, and when it asks for our version, we will return version 1.0. Okay. Now we're going to create another file. Another class, okay? We are going to name this class tBlock. And make sure the capitals and everything are exactly the same. Because in Java, capitals matter. So once again, it should keep all this like open. Like it should automatically generate it. I'm not going to explain as much because I've explained it before. We're going to import util.java, I think. Is that it? Java.util. Oh, come on. Java.util.random and semicolon. Okay. Now public class tblock. So now we are going to extend block. So this will tell that it will have all the properties of a block. Okay? And now if I'm just going to do it the quick way, we're going to... what's that? You know what? Oh, I see. Okay. Alright, we're going to do it a different way now for 1.1. So we're going to add the constructor right here. So protected... Shucks. Alright, you know what? No. Alright, so now within this, we're going to add a... So within all these brackets, we're going to add public tblock int I, okay, comma I, comma int j. Okay, that's it. And then after that, we're gonna open that up, add more parentheses, open more brackets, super I, comma j, comma material dot rock. All right. So let's go over this. So within the public of tblock, we're going to have the integer of I and the integer of j. Now within that, within all this, we're basically telling that there will be another I and another j, and that the material will be rock. Honestly, I do not understand what these mean. Like, I do not know what integers mean. I know they can be used later, but for this right here, I have no clue what they mean, but you need that. Okay, so there's material rock. There's almost any material you can think of. Let's look. So there's air material, cactus, cake, circuits, glass, clay, cloth, snow, fire, etc. So we're just going to do rock because we're going to make it a rock just because rock's cool. All right. Now after that, we are going to add. All right. Public int id dropped slash int I, comma capital random int j, closed brackets. Okay, so this is basically saying space. Okay, so int I I just don't even need this I. Okay. Why am I getting errors? Why am I getting errors? Why am I getting errors? Hopefully, and I need that and comma random and j. Alright, whatever. We're just gonna keep on going. Okay. Now we're gonna go enter. Gonna open that up. Oh, I see. Alright, we're gonna go open it and press enter. Alright, so basically, I'll explain it in a minute. Alright, so we're gonna go return mod under your mod name, tutorial, okay, and then we're gonna add our block name, so tblock, okay. Dot shifted index. Bam. Okay, let me explain all this. You know what? We don't even need the shifted index, I believe. Dot ID item gel. Oh, that's what we want to drop item. Oh, dot block. Okay. Dot block. Because we're making it. Oh, block ID. There we go. Or, gosh darn it. Block dot Alright. Alright, let me explain this. Oh my gosh. Should have done this before and then do this video. Alright, so we're going to make a integer, okay? And the amount of ID drop is going to be a random number. Again, I don't know what the int j and int I mean, but it's a random number. And what it's going to give us back is going to be the block mod tutorial t block ID. So listen, whenever you're going to reference a block in a game, in Minecraft, or when you're coding, you're going to do block name, like just as an example, and then it's going to be block ID, okay? If you're ever doing an item, it's going to be item name, don't ask why, but shifted index. So that's basically what it's going to be. So I was messing up and I put shifted index, so it was trying to find the item called t-block, not the block name t-block. But yeah, I just thought I'd tell you guys that. So basically, it's going to reference mod tutorial, then reference t-block, and it's going to know that it's a block ID. That's pretty simple. Alright, so now if you want to change the random to a certain number, we're going to go like this, and we're going to go public int quantity. Why'd I put the I? Okay, quantity drop. Oh gosh. Okay, dropped. Quantity dropped. Big random, small random. Don't ask me why it does that. Open, enter, return 1, : Okay. So basically the public int of quantity dropped of random. So it's taking the random from here and basically defining what it is right here. So it will basically say that it's going to be 1, so that it will drop 1. So public means, again, it's public integer. The quantity dropped is another referencing class from block. That's why we have block here. ID dropped is referencing. Alright, and it's going to be the quantity dropped. It's referencing. Now it's going to reference random, which is right here. So it's defining what it is. Alright, that should be it. Now if we save this, we are getting there. Oh. Don't forget the semicolon at the end. That was pretty stupid. Okay, we should have absolutely no errors. Now we're going to run it. Oh, and don't worry about these errors. They're just there because, you know, it's trying to do the server. Alright, now we'll go to our start. Single player. Shall create a new world and name it. So I'm using my trackpad, so it's kind of hard. Alright. Just name it test. And then you can read all your errors down here. And yeah, alright. So basically, it should work if we put one dirt. We take one piece of dirt, put it in our crafting bar, t-block. Pretty cool, right? Well, yeah. Now, if you want to add your own texture, that will be in the upcoming videos. That I will explain the recipes and furnaces in another upcoming video. So yeah, if you liked it, just, you know, tell me if you liked it. So that's basically how you do it. Yeah. I don't know why the hardness is so high though. Let's see, one sec. Change the hardness back to 0. Change this resistance back to 0. Quit. We retry. Save all. Okay. One more time. Moment of truth. If this doesn't work, I am deleting this video. Which would totally suck. Oh, there we go. Now I changed the what do you call it? It made it 0, so you don't even have to, you know, do anything. The only thing is, it's not dropping anything because I believe you need like a wooden pickaxe or something, due to the fact that, you know, it's still like a rock. So if we go over here and we press quit, we go to t-block and we change the rock to, let's say, sand, which will drop material no matter, you know, what you hit it with. Because if you change it to rock, that means you need like a wooden pickaxe to hit it and get something back from it. But we changed it to sand, so now it should have the properties of sand. And there we go. We get T-block. Cool or what, right? Now, if we really want to go crazy, you can always just change this return ID to like 100 or something. And now if we try it out, we try to be good. Maybe even bad if you think about it. We do a single player test. Alright, if we place it, we should get 100 back. Yep. And this is basically how you farm gold ore. That'd be so cool if this actually happened like in the actual game. Just like, oh, free gold. Alright. Yeah. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Rate, subscribe, comment. Please tell me if I should do more tutorials and what I should do. I just have a bad feeling that this took way too long. But in my next video, I will be sure to make it more condensed, a little bit faster, and prepared for the worst. Well, anyways, I'm going to go die now. Yeah, so sub me. See you guys. Rohan, BobwontRolle, signing off.